Coaches, Chris Schultz here, and wanted to talk to you about some things that are coming up in the new year. You guys have been an amazing group of people over the last couple years as we've tried to intentionally pursue our leaders and invest in their lives. So you've met with them over coffee or meals, you've had them over to your home, and you've loved on them. You've poured into their lives, you've prayed for them, you've been mindful of what's happening not only in their own individual lives, but also in their life groups, and you've tried to help them live out the rhythms of connecting to God and to each other in every neighborhood. And we're so proud of you. We're so grateful for you. We've so even enjoyed our times together as we've met for food and fellowship, tons of laughter, as well as just celebrating what God is doing. And so in this new year, though, we're thinking that we're going to, instead of asking you to meet individually, we're going to create what we call life group leader cohorts. So it's going to be a gathering of multiple life group leaders in the same room on a monthly basis. So what we're requiring of all of our life group leaders in this new year is that once a month, and we'll set out all the dates ahead of time, they're going to come to the North Campus. It'll be after the 11 o'clock service, so about 1 o'clock. We're going to feed them. We'll have childcare provided for them. And then what we'll do is we'll have a chance to be all in the same room. So imagine 100, 150 life group leaders all sitting around and being able to hear a little bit of vision from the campus pastor, to be able to celebrate a few things that are going on. And then from there, we're going to break them off into smaller pockets. So 3 or 4 life groups, maybe a few more. We're sort of depending on the numbers exactly, but in a room together and just sharing what's going on in their life groups, sharing what's going on in their lives, and being able to care and to help one another. So what we need out of coaches this year, instead of one-on-one conversations, we need you to be facilitators of multiple conversations with all the life group leaders in a room together. So that means that you're going to have to be able to draw out questions. You're going to have to be able to speak into things. You're going to be able to have to maybe challenge some things and help the group sort of learn together. So it's a little bit different than in the past, but we think many of you are totally capable of that. But we are asking this out of coaches. We're asking that coaches actually be life group leaders. In order to be able to facilitate a conversation like that, we think that it's best if you're in the trenches. You're leading a group, you're caring for people, you're having them over to your house every week, so you really can relate to all of that. And so we know in the midst of all of this that for some of you, you are life group leaders and you've been coaches, and so you may go, this is natural, I love it, I'm in, I'd love to keep coaching. For some of you, you're not life group leaders, but you've been coaches, and so now you've got a decision to make. You can either choose to become a life group leader and continue as a coach, which we'd love to talk to you about and love to help kind of get that process started with you. Or you may decide, you know what, I don't have the capacity to do that, nor do I want to necessarily lead a group setting. I'd rather do one-on-one, which is totally fine, and we understand because we know that this isn't for everybody. If that's you, then we'd love to sit down with you and chat a little bit about, well, where is the place where you should be ministering? Where is the place where you should be using your gifts and talents? And we can help you figure that out. So what we need out of you right now is to sort of pray and process a little bit about whether or not that's something you want to do. You'd like to be a life group leader and coach and facilitate these cohorts. If that's you, we'd love to know by next Monday, July 28th, that you're in. If that's not you, we'd also love to hear by next Monday that you're not interested in that. And if so, then over the next couple weeks after that, we'll sit down with you or maybe have a conversation at church or over a cup of coffee and think through what could be next steps. So either way, we'd love to hear kind of an answer from you by next Monday. And we're super excited about what this will look like. And we think that many of you, this is going to be a totally natural fit. So please let us know. And if you need any follow-up information, you can contact myself, Dave Obwald, Melissa Denisi, or Janelle Bloom. All right, take care.